sign.
Okay, everyone, are you ready for the spooky, spooky night? I have someone joining me special very soon. Hello, hello.
Hi, everyone. It's coming up Halloween pretty soon, so we're going to have some spooky fun. So, alrighty. Okay, I have to take this off, though.
Oh, I do too. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. That's hot. I don't know how people do that for a whole night.
I know. Well,
Here.
crap, I didn't. This is extra stuff.
Yeah. So, my mom...
It's crazy.
She's crazy. Yes, she is. Anyways, let's see if we have sound and video. I couldn't see with the mask on. Yes, I do have sound and video. Anyways, she was going last week. Was it last week?
Yeah, last week, Friday.
And she said she was going to a dance party at her dance studio. And it was a costume party. And I said, "Are you going to dress up?" And she's like, "Well, no, I'm not going to dress up." And then all of a sudden, I get a picture with her. She posted it in the comments. And she had a great time. And then the next day, or 2 days later, or whatever, she went back to, I don't know where she went, and she just stepped away. And she bought a whole bunch of costumes, because she's got all kinds of parties coming up.
Party City.
She's got Party City. Was supposed to have something tonight, but somebody backed out on her. But I think she has something on Friday and Saturday, and I don't know what else, but...
She's a party machine.
Yeah, she's a party girl. Anyways.
Oh, man, this wig is hot.
We are here. We're going to have some... You can take your wig off now.
Oh, yeah, I can.
We are going to have some fun. We're going to do a slider card. We're going to do the triple tier slider card. It was a really close one between the slider bat card and the triple tier slider skeleton card. So I actually do have both of them here, depending on how fast I do them or how long we want to go. I could do both. And since you're not doing it with me, I can go a little bit faster and I don't have to repeat a bazillion times. And yeah, so I might be able to get through both of them. I do have to take this off.
Candy, that's how they...
Yeah. So I actually love handing out candy for Halloween. Winnie comes over and we dress her up, and she is so nice with all the kids. You know, we ask first, "Do you like dogs?" And they're usually like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And so she goes out on the porch with them while they're getting their candy. And so yeah, I won't be at work all day on Tuesday. Oh, somebody's calling, but we're not going to answer it. No, but who knows what it is. It's a spooky thing. So anyways, let's go down to the table. I'm going to talk about some stuff down there, and I have to take this off because holy cow.
Right back.
Overhead view.
Yeah, I know. I just couldn't find it. Oh, gosh.
She's got a little brain fog. Okay. So we're just going to ignore the phone. So anyways, these are the cards I did. But before I get to that, I just wanted to... Oh, I did not get my cards done for Fun Time Thursday. I will get those done this weekend. I thought I was going to turn over a new leaf and have them done and ready to go ahead of time. But yeah, that didn't happen. And then kids, yeah, sometimes they interrupt things. So my daughter asked me about a week ago, "Will you help me with something?" Well... then last night she said, "Oh, remember that thing? Well, I need it on Friday." So she came in today. She needed a coupon book for her boyfriend's dad. And so I still have to finish the front page. But anyway, so out of a library pocket book kit, she only wanted 4 pages. So I cut one off. And today I made this voucher. So there's going to be a clue over here. And then they'll pull it out. And it's got a gift voucher. So in their family, they do a lot of gift vouchers for activities. So anyways, yeah, a clue will go here, and then it's to the restaurant Blue. So yes, just a different idea of what you can do with a library pocket book kit. And this one is just giving a gift of gift vouchers. So for Christmas, if you need an idea for that person that has everything, you could make them a gift voucher book. And I did attach the library pockets from the flip book kit. So I kind of incorporated both the library pocket book kit and the flip book kit in order to make this. So it might be kind of fun to kind of put it together though. Anyways, but that's what I was doing for a better part of the day besides getting out all of the Christmas card kits. We did not think that we were going to get those out until next week, but we got them all out today. So that occupied my time. One last thing before we get to tonight's cards is we do have the Crafters Classroom one. That one's posted. I will be getting the Fun Time Thursday one posted this weekend for sure because Becky needs to start kitting it. So we have a step card. We have the lever card. So this is the festive and fun. And then we have a Z-fold card. So that's the Crafters Classroom. And never fear, I will get the other one up. But it is probably going to be like thanks cards, you know, maybe an autumn card, a thankful card, not necessarily Thanksgiving. Maybe you'll have Thanksgiving words, but like thanks, thankful, along that theme. So, but the in-person class that I taught was this week, and it was at Valley Stamp and Scrap. We did a magic card. We did a what is this? A peekaboo trifold card with Witchy Kitty. We did the bat slider card. And then we did the triple tier slider. So I do have extra kits. And from my post, when I did this post, there are some people that asked about it. And so I do have like 8 people on the list that want this class kit. So, because I do have extras. Right now I have 12 extras, but I probably do more because I think we have extra pieces and parts. So if you do want that, if you're watching today, you can comment. My mom will write your name down.
Yeah, get my brain back.
Yeah, and or you can email me.
Yeah.
So you can email me. That's always a good option. Or comment and email me. That might be the better option. So, but today, right now, we're going to start with the triple tier slider. And with all of our like Halloween fun going on and trying to finish my little book, I don't have everything all totally set. I could use my sample kit. However, I'm not going to do that. I have a bunch of pieces and parts, so I'm going to pull that instead. Just in case I need that sample kit. So I have in this kit all of the pieces come pre-cut, but in this one the front piece I already have pre-assembled, but I'm going to show you how I did all of the webs. That's like a big thing, but you don't have to watch me do all the taping. So I do have a little bit like that one's pre-done. So but to do the spider webs with doing in-person classes, the kit is $25. So, and I do have Patricia, I have you, let's see, can I see the list, Mom?
Oh, sure.
These are the people that told me, and I'm going to be emailing you probably tomorrow. I'm babysitting tomorrow, so grandbaby will be over, but while he's napping, I will be on my computer, and I'm going to email everybody, or maybe tonight. I can't always promise tonight, because sometimes I'm tired when I get home. Anyways, so these are the people that I have on the kit. I have Nancy Cloud, Kathleen Moore, Penny Blaylock, Grace Griswold, Hope Doran, Pat Selhoff, Carmen Nomanic, Judy Nemanic, Judy Reyes, Karen Ruth asked about it, and Bernice Rogers. So that's who I have on my list so far. So let me know, and I'm going to contact you, and if you decided, hey, no, I don't want it, that's fine. But those are the people that had commented last week, so. And I just kept a running list of who said they would possibly want it. So, anyways, let's get our pieces pulled out here. There's a lot of pieces in this kit. Oh my gosh. And you're not going to get it like this. You're going to get it way more organized than I have it. I have the extra pieces and parts. So, okay, there we go.
Looking forward to the spooky Vanna hands.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that was my mom. So, Anyways, the first thing we're going to do is in the kit, it doesn't come, and this is the difficult part about having kits and having them be in person, is when you do it in person, you actually like do it. So,
Say, Sarah, do you sell the dies for the kits?
specify which dies, because depending on if they're like the bat dies, that is from Impression Obsession. If you're saying, like, we have a die for the slider card, like, for example, if you're asking about the bats, that's Impression Obsession. But like this slider mechanism, we do have a die for that.
And how much do the kits cost?
The kits are $25
Thank you.
because that's what they were for in person. So
All right.
this one we didn't like the circle dies; those we used. I'm thinking you're probably asking about the bat die was I think the only one besides circles and shapes. But anyways, we needed to in class we used a spider web and stenciled. So that's what we're going to do first is we're going to do our stenciling. So when you get it, it will be blank like this, and you can do any background on there if you have a spider web stamp, if you have a spider web stencil, if you have just any fun stencil. It doesn't have to even be the spider web. It could be some other stencil.
Oh, look, I
But-
have my spider web
Yeah, she's got her spider web thing on. But
poncho.
it's fun to come and do classes here at the Paper Cut because then you get to do all of this fun stuff in person. So in class we did the spider web stencil, and I had it set up where it was kind of like a little station. That's why my stencils are already taped on. Oh, I have to get a drink. I mean, of water. Oh, I've got some behind me. So I'm just stenciling, and with this spiderweb stencil, like I strategically placed it, how I kind of designed the card. So this one, I placed it so the web was going off the side of the paper, and then I got, it was darker towards the center of the web and lighter towards the outside. So we have that one done, and then I did green. Green is the boogie one. So on this one, I did have a little, at the station, I had this piece. We put it over the top of the words. And then I did put the middle of the stencil right over the top. Now, the bottom does hang off, but as you can see, you don't pull all of it up. So it's okay that we don't go all the way to the bottom of this one. But I put this over the top just so it covered up the words, and then I did put the center of the web right over the top of that one too. So if you have, this is the spider web stencil from Impression Obsession, but I'm sure there's other spider web stencils out there. Or a spider web stamp, or whatever you have. Okay, so this one we did green. I taught this class on Tuesday. I still haven't unpacked my box. So doing this tonight actually helped me pull my stuff out of my box. So right before I was going in and teaching this class, my daughter's boyfriend called and he said his dad couldn't come to the PAC, which is our Performing Arts Center, so they asked me if I wanted to go see Pretty Woman at the PAC. So I'm just wondering if anyone has seen that and what their take on it is. So just curious. So I thought it was fun and entertaining, but people that are really into musicals don't like it as much. So anyway, so that was the green. But yeah, I was entertained and I was just happy to.
Hey, Val, I'm glad you didn't expect that. I hope you thought it was fun.
Oh, she wasn't.
She said, I did not expect that. Oh.
We try and have a little fun here with you on Thursday nights. Just a wee bit. So I need my orange one now. Oh, I think I used my orange one with my yellow before. So now this one I did place the middle of the spider web on the middle of this guy. So yeah, you'll get them all pre-printed. They just won't be pre-spider web. So yes, they come with all of the stuff printed on them. Okay, so then I go to my purple one. And the purple one I just did on a blank one. And this one I did the spider web kind of off to the side. But when you're doing it, when you're placing it, you just need to make sure that this layer doesn't go beyond the edge of this. Otherwise, I'll have a stark white line right there. So I want to make sure my layer is pushed in slightly, between the edge of the stencil and the edge of the paper.
I gotta go pull my hair back.
Okay, you're hot.
Yeah.
We don't want her to pass out or anything. Right, Mom?
What?
She didn't hear me. I said, we don't want you passing out from heat or anything, so go pull your hair back. I don't know how people keep Halloween costumes on the whole time, like masks and stuff. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Like when she posted the picture of what she did at her dance party, and she kept that on the whole, well, I think almost the whole night, right?
What?
Your mask that you wore last weekend.
Is it that I wore most of the night?
Yes, you wore that most of the night. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
And then I
just-
took it off and gave it away because I didn't think I was going to have need for any more. And then there's all these parties coming up. So
And then she went nutso buying some, so she has Halloween costumes for a while.
yeah.
So, okay. So there we have our layers. Now with the triple tier slider, now we get to the real meat and potatoes of the triple tier slider. And I'm just going to make sure I have my right layers pulled out here. Okay, and I do. So the triple tier slider has 3 tiers. So we have tier 1, and we have tier 2, and then we have tier 3, which is the top one. So you decorate the front. Probably one of the single most important things is that you set it upright to begin with. So, and there's a pretty good diagram in the instructions. When you set it up, you want to make sure that the bumps, you can't see the bumps, but the bumps are down, and your tape tab, and if you can't feel the bumps, that's fine, because you have your tape tab over to your right and you have your slits over to your left. And the reason is because there's a bigger gap right here versus up at the top. So that allows this to pull up as far as possible. If we had that bigger gap at the top, we would lose even more of that. So we want to make sure that our smallest gap is at the top. And it's hard to see on this layer, but there is a slight difference between the gap down here and the gap up here. But that's why we set it up the way we set it up. If you did it wrong, like if you happen to set it up the other way like this, it will still work. It's just like I said, you're going to lose more space up here. So that's why we set it up the way we do.
Sarah, that spiderweb stencil,
Yeah.
is that from a die? Is that
No, that's from Impression Obsession.
Okay.
It is an actual stencil.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So basically, I am going to start attaching my things. And this one I happen to have pre-done because when I do class kits and on the instructions, it shows you how to set these up. So I'd have to take pictures of each separate layer. So this one I happen to have all set up. So this was my picture taking piece. Sometimes when you get class cards, pieces and parts, it'll have stuff half put together, and that might be because, I used it for demoing or I used it for taking pictures. So
So that spiderweb die you have available, or do they have to order that
the
directly?
stencil,
The stencil.
you would have to order it. I did have some I think I had some Actually, I will email the people that are interested in the kit,
Okay.
and I will get the stencil if they want the stencil.
Okay.
If they're willing to wait a couple days, because IO will get it out to me really fast.
Okay.
But then you don't have to pay shipping from 2 companies if you
Okay.
don't want.
Okay, great.
So you
That's
could get,
wonderful. That's
you
great.
could do the stencil. So I will email you, and if there's something you want, as long as you're willing to wait for me to get it before I ship it out to you, that'll be great. I'll just, get it through Impression Obsession if you don't want to, place 2 orders. So,
Okay.
yep, we will help you out that way. So anyways, on this middle one, we have the black and the green. So let's get that taped down. So yeah, that will work out good. I will, the people that I email that want one, I will give you maybe a list of things that you might need that we did like in class, like the stencil. And then if you want to order it through me, as long as you don't mind waiting, we can get it for you. So, yeah.
So you only have 12 kits left though, right?
I know I have 12 physical kits left,
Okay.
but I do have like more pieces and parts. So I could probably put a few more kits together.
Okay.
So
I'm up to 13 right
yeah,
now.
go ahead and just put them in order.
Okay.
And then, like I said, if somebody from my original list backs out, then we just go to the next person in line.
Okay, great.
So that's why I'm going to email people, and I'll try to do it as speedily as possible. And like I said, if you commented and you're like, oh no, that's not for me, or circumstances changed and you just don't want it anymore, that's fine. You're not tied into it, and that's why we'll put more people on the list. We'll see how many kits we can do with pieces and parts, and we'll try to get everybody what they want.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So now the question came up. There's a circle on here, and there's a couple different ways to do it. Like I could have put the circle, and I probably need to get the circle out of my kit, and I'm actually going to do it. So you can attach this circle to the back right here, which I sometimes do, and then I put a piece of tape over it, or you can attach it in between layers. Now it could go in between these 2 layers, or it could go in between my next 2 layers. So let me just put these 2 layers down.
Did you tell him I won a prize?
Oh no, she won a prize. The one that she posted in the comments, she won the spookiest. Imagine that, my
Oh
mom,
my gosh, yeah.
who wasn't even going to dress up.
Yeah, well, I was at a private class from 4 to 5, and then I went across the street because Dollar General was over there, and I thought, well, maybe they have costumes. I'll see what they have. And I found that spooky one, and oh man, scared the daylights out of a lot of people.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give me a knife, though.
No, thank God. Anyways, so now we're just attaching. So see, I attached the circle right there, and then I put this right here. That helps when you slide it up and down, that circle doesn't get caught on anything. But if you forget, there's always, or if I forget to tell you to do that, because I did forget that during class, there is always Scotch tape. We could have attached it to the back of this layer, and then I take a piece of Scotch tape. So there, we have our 3 tiers, and we are going to put the big one aside. We're going to start with this one, and I like to now flip it over. So now we are on the bump side, and our tape tab is over here. This all goes on the inside, so I can actually write, this is the tape tab, because now I'm going to do it on my regular one. I do have my demo one, and we have our slits right here. Oops. And then we have the inserts, which I do have one in color, so I'll show it in color first, just so you can see it and you're not looking at white on white. So it comes with 2 of these, and they're white, and I slide this through, and then I put tape right on top of here. When I taught at Valley Stamp and Scrap, so they're local. If you haven't taken a class there and you're local, you really need to, because she has the whole setup where she's doing it right here and it's showing on a big screen behind you.
Oh
so it's
my
a
gosh.
really sweet class setup. So instead of, trying to, and I kept wanting to like hold my stuff up like in front of them, like, here, look at this. But I just had to leave it down there because it was showing on a big screen behind me. It was really awesome. So anyways, tape goes on here, and then this tape, this is a little band that slides up and down. We're familiar with that from our magic card. But let's go and do it with the actual one. So that slides through here. And this one, even though it has the most amount of pieces, it is, it's not that hard to do. So I have this band and it slides up and down, up and down. And then we're going to put tape on our slider. Tape. And this, we're going to put tape on here. We're going to attach this flush to the top edge, and then it will stick right here. So tape on our thing. Now, it's also another important thing is to make sure your tape isn't hanging out. Oh, Beth Wieland asked how the concert was. It was amazing.
Yeah, I didn't see that yet.
And I can still talk about that because that was like the concert of a lifetime.
Yeah.
So now when we are folding it, we want to be very diligent in folding it on the score. Because if you just willy-nilly fold like this, it's going to want to fold on that slit. So you want to put your hand behind there and fold on that score. Make sure our tab is all the way to the bottom. Our tape tab folds in, and we put tape on top of our tape tab. So we put tape on top of our tape tab. Regarding that concert, I think that is the closest I have ever been, and it's probably the closest I will ever be in my lifetime. And besides him putting on a great show, we were so close. So, and then that's your first tier. Now we do the exact same thing with our other one. So again, we started like this. We started like that. We turn it over. So now our tape tab's on the opposite side. And now it's just repeat. So again, our little band. So even though this one has like a bazillion pieces and it looks complicated, it's really not. And so we have our band through there. We fold it in. We put tape on top of here. It's kind of like a Luke Bryan song. Sunrise, sunset, sunset, repeat. Da, 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 da. Anyways, okay, forget it. I suck at singing. Oh man, that was bad. Okay, so I'm putting tape on top of my band. I am putting the top edge flush with the top edge of the card. Make sure it's centered between the edge and the score. And it's white on white, so it takes a little bit of concentration. That attaches. Again, you have your score here, so you're going to fold very diligently on that score. Then you have your tape tab, and you're going to put tape on top of your tape tab. And fold it in. And then voila, triple tier slider. The last thing I did, remember in this kit, it does come pre-printed, but the inking doesn't come done. So, but I will,
I closed off all my stuff. I'm sorry, ladies, I'm offline right now.
My mom's offline for a minute. That's okay, we forgive her.
Hit the wrong button.
Oh, guess what I found, Mom?
What?
More dies.
Oh, yeah. Back to the dye story, right?
Yeah.
The librarian is swamped.
Well, we finished getting all of the... We got the Christmas card kit orders out. Our paper pad that we were waiting for came in, so we got the last of the warehouse sale orders out, with the exception of a couple that we're holding because I was talked to people and they said to hold them. So my mom has been filing like a crazy woman for a while, and she finished it. So she was very excited about finishing it. and then she was going to go back to dyes. Well, in this whole time that she's been like filing and had paperwork going on, Becky and I kind of made a mess of the dyes. Well, mostly it's me, but then I have Becky do stuff, so then they end up out by her. So yes, it has. She's back to now, but the dyes are so organized that she can just put them right back where they go
Yeah, after I did a few tweaks on
on the system.
yeah.
So in the kit, you do get yellow gems, not these big ones. I just don't have the little ones with me. Because I just had the pieces and parts kit. But you do get yellow gems. Now the gems are clear, and I like to ink my gems with alcohol ink. So that's how I typically I buy clear gems, and I can then ink them any color I want. And I do that with pearls too. Because I never know what I'm going to need. So anyways, there we have our triple tier slider. I don't know what time it is. Do we have time
It
for
is
a quick bat
6:34.
card? Oh, I think we do have time. Do you guys have time to stay with me for a little bit here? Okay. Bat card. Let's see.
Not backing out. Yeah. Bernice Rogers not backing out of.
Of the kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor Becky. Brian says, poor Becky. Yeah.
Becky already did these kits. She did. She has them under control, man. Okay. These are the pieces and parts, though, of this one. So now I just have to pull. I'm missing a steno card that went with this one, though. So I might have to grab a steno card. So in this one, you can see that comes pre-stamped. The Be Afraid comes pre-stamped. This is just an extra piece of black. So there are two things that get stamped in here. But I might go through and stamp those for you. And even though the kit is in the... Hang on a second, I'm talking and trying to find something at the same time. Even though I have to run out to the shop and grab because I don't have all the pieces and parts in there.
Okay.
So anyways, even though the kit is kitted up, I just might throw the two stamped pieces because these are bigger stamps that you might not like. The stencil, I'm not going to do everybody's stenciling, but the stamping I'm going to show you, and I will probably just do it for you because I can do it pretty quick.
I'm still trying to get all my stuff back online because I inadvertently turned off, X'd out of my pages here. So I'm trying to get everybody back up. So I'm sorry if I've missed answering some questions. I'm sure I have.
She'll get back to them.
Yep.
So anyways, I have my, these are all the pieces and parts in that one. Now the stamping, let's do the stamping really quick. I brought that in here just with hopes that I would have time to do both cards. So, and we could make time. Anyways, so one of the stamps was this bat. And this is a big background stamp from Impression Obsession. And like I said, this one I'll probably do for you because you probably don't have it. So I'll just, for the, however many people get it, I will do that stamp for you.
Mona, thanks. That was a cool costume. I think you're talking about my ghost costume from last week or whatever the heck that is. I don't know about Halloween.
Oops.
So
This ink pad is a little not juicy, so hang on a second. Okay, here. Let's see if we have a juicier one. Oh, this one's juicy. So this is a mega mount from Impression Obsession. I really prefer doing the mega mounts on the block, even versus on the platform. But I had it set up for in-person class on the platform. So, but when I do yours, I'm probably going to do them all on the block. So, I just think you get a really good impression, and you can, like with the platform, you should be able to pick it up and stamp it again. But because, and Karen Ruth just commented, I do have your name because I saw your name earlier.
Yes, I did get it too.
Okay. I don't remember if I said that one. But anyways, with this being a background, you couldn't put the magnets on to hold it into place. Oh, but I stamped it pretty good. So yay me. I like when that happens. It's just a bonus when you're stamping, especially on camera, and it comes out. It's always a good day when that happens. So now we have these two pieces, which is again a background stamp from Impression Obsession. In the instructions, you'll have the stamp numbers, so you could buy the stamps if you want to. Them. Maybe I'll even give you the. This one I did with a lighter violet, but I only have a darker purple in here. I'm just going to try not to ink it as hard. But maybe I'll put this on my list too, and if you want these two stamps, you can just let me know, and when I order stencils for people, I'll just order the stamps too. But, yay. So that's the clouds.
Party animal.
She is a party animal. Man.
Oh.
Sometimes she goes to her dance lesson at like 9:30 at night, which I think is insane because I'm usually in bed.
Tuesday night. I changed my Wednesday night lesson to 9:15 on Tuesday night. And when I was at the group class at 6 o'clock on Tuesday night, my instructor said he had an opening at 7:45. Would I like to take it? And I said, sure. And then I decided to stay for my 9:15 class anyway. So I had a 6 o'clock, a 7:45, and a 9:15.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now in my kit.
What cleaner do you use for your stamping platform, Sarah?
For my platform, I just use, hang on, I have it probably right close to me. Well, I use a lot of baby wipes, so I would use my baby wipes. And then I also have another cleaner. It's one of those ones in the bottles, kind of a bottle like this with the sponge tip on it.
Yeah, what in the heck is that stuff? There's probably multiples.
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
multiples. I have two of them. They're both from Judykins. One is to clean stays on, and the other one is just a regular cleaner.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't have it handy, but it's in a bottle like this, and it has the foam thing, and they're from Judykins. I just don't know the name of them, and I don't have them sitting here. So anyways, the slider card. This is the slider card. We do have the die that cuts this, so it cuts the 3 sides and does your 3 scores. And if you're just doing the die, you don't have to have this extra piece. You could just attach that right onto the front of a card. But we do have this piece that kind of makes a little insert. So we're doing black, and when we fold this is the top of it. We fold like a valley, and then a mountain, and then a valley. And I call this my little pup tent. See, that's a little pup tent.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of a little scout pup tent. But when you push this up, you're going to see black through there. So that's why I like to put something on the inside, that's white or a different color. In this case, we're using grapesicle, and we're attaching that. So then when you push up on it, you see they have a fantastic Halloween. So we're going to attach that first.
I could tell a pup tent story about you.
No, we don't want to tell a pup tent story about me because I don't even know the pup tent story about me.
The pup tent story has to do with angleworms and chasing Timmy Long around the...
Oh, yeah, I know I did that. But I don't know what it had to do with a pup tent. I do remember the worms and Timmy Long.
The worms and Timmy Long. Oh, I know what it was. It was about cutting flowers out of Mrs. Grayson's...
Well, we're going to go on to this card.
All right.
Okay. So now I like to turn it around.
Yeah, right.
And on this section right here, it's a
Okay.
tape tab. So we're going to put tape right here. And then our bats. Now, normally in the kit, this comes and it's white. But for design purposes, I changed it to purple. So I'm going to do these 3 stampings for you. You know, and you'll just get an extra piece because I'm not going to go open the kit and then open the other kit. I'm just going to stamp them. We're going to insert them into the back of the kit. So anyways, but we need to make sure our bats are flying up. So this is the top right here. So we want to make sure when we attach it that we attach it the right way. So I'm going to put tape on my tape tab. You can save those stories for someday that we're doing coloring.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some downtime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, or when you're out of the room.
Or when I'm out of the room, yes.
Now, you know I'll forget by then. That's why you're saying that, Sarah.
You could write them down. Put
Okay.
yourself a little Post-it note and say Sarah Stories.
Sarah stories.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
really
Then I'll lose
mean
the
that,
Post-it
but-
note.
And I'm rating this kit, but I know what's in here. This one doesn't have quite as many pieces as the other one. So I can raid the kit and still be okay. So our circles, because again you need the circle on the top to pull it up. This one you do attach to the back. So it pulls right there. You attach your circle to the back and then you do put Scotch tape over it, and that's to cover up that edge, because you don't want it to get caught. And I usually attach that a little bit less than halfway. If you attach it up higher, then sometimes it doesn't fit in your envelope. And that's not tragic. It just means you're going to put it in a bigger size envelope. So, but I use Scotch tape to cover up the lip, you know, where that's sticking up. Now I did do 2 layers on there, so it does stick up a little bit more than normal. So I did put 1 piece of Scotch tape down, and I'm just going to put another piece of Scotch tape down too. Oops. Boy, I put a wrinkly piece of Scotch tape down. It's the back, nobody sees it anyways. Okay, now you're going to put tape. Let's see, tape in here. I like to put tape on this side right here because you know that you have to stay away from this piece. So if you put it down here, you don't have a frame of reference. Now you can put it down the whole thing, but if you're putting it right here, you have a frame of reference that you know that you need to stay away from this piece that slides. So if you get your tape too close to that piece that slides, then you need to just take your finger and scooch that tape over. So, but yeah, I like to put it down there. I don't put it down here, and that is for a specific reason, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so we have our slider. Now, remember I said you don't put tape down at the bottom? That is because this works great for a gift card. So, like, I'll slide it once it's done. Now, after the whole card is done, I'll slide the gift card up underneath there and then slide it down. Then you can slide up and down. Somebody will open it up and be like, hey, a gift card, yay! And then they can take it out and then they have their message. So that's why I don't tape it down on the bottom section. Okay, so we have the main part of our slider card done. And now we have our piece of silver mirror card. We have our steno card, our silver mirror card. The white we're going to put on the inside, but we'll wait on that for a minute. So we have our layer, and then we have our slider card, or our slider sleeve. Now you could put this on a scrapbook page, but you can't put it in a, you can't put the whole scrapbook page in a sleeve because you need to be able to let them know to slide up. So there are some stamps out there that say pull. I know not Impression Obsession. Endless Creation has one. I don't know if Impression Obsession has one or not. She might. But I know Endless Creations does. So now we're going to put anything that you're attaching to our little pup tent. this piece. I do like to do it while it's in the up position. If it's in the down position, you could put it below that score and then it won't tape shut. You could also put it, tape on the whole thing and tape it shut. Now, right now you have your choice. I like to put it on in the up position, but for taping, you can either tape on half of here, or if you're good with your tape and you know you're not going to get it like on these slits and stuff, you could put it right here. I like to put it on here because I can always rub it off if I put it too high up. So I like to put this in the up, make sure my clouds were going the right way, and then I can attach it right to the front. Yay. Now for my words down here, I like to just cover that up slightly. I forgot to trim that, but I can trim that to 4 inches. I've got all kinds of stuff on my trimmer. Imagine that. So let's see, is this the same size? No, it's not. Let's see, is this 4 inches? No, this is 4 inches though. Yay, I can trim it to this because this is 4 inches. Actually, I have to trim my silver. I am just going to wing it with a pair of scissors. This is pre-personal paper trimmer, which I don't know if there ever was a time, but there. So I put that right on there. Okay, so there. It was a hair long. Now when I attach this, I attach it with foam tape because you don't want this slider piece to interfere with it. So that's why you pop it up with foam tape. Also, if you have something on the inside, you want to make sure that you're not up too high, because there's nothing worse than putting it on there and opening it up and having your words be covered up. So I do know that if I just attach it just slightly above this grapesicle, that it will be fine. So I'm going to do that. And I only want to put tape on the, now I am going kind of fast, not like I normally do. So if you do get the kit, or you have slider cards, or you have triple tier sliders at home, you can always re-watch this and stop me for different sections. I normally talk a lot slower, especially when we're doing our Fun Time Thursday, but because tonight I'm fitting in both of these cards, I'm kind of keeping the pace a little faster than I normally do. Okay, and then your Be Afraid, you're just going to trim that to whatever size you want. And then I did attach it. There's a piece of black in there. And in the kits I was missing the black behind this layer, so you are going to have an extra piece of black thrown in your kit too. Just because when we were doing them in class that I was missing that piece. Or this could possibly be that piece and it got stuck in the wrong kit. That could happen. But that, yeah, I had them all set up for Becky, so I set them up. I set them up in that one in the wrong kit. Or this one goes in this kit and I forgot one in the skeleton kit. So anyways, here we go. And then there are little, oh no, this one doesn't have beads. So these pop up, and then we have our bats.
Hey, you never know. After I wear all these costumes, Sarah, maybe we'll have a drawing for a costume.
Yeah. Next year Halloween we'll have a
right.
costume drawing.
Oh, too fun.
I did use this piece. Remember, I just had this little piece right there. I did cut another piece about a 1/2 inch wide, and I would cut it normally on a personal paper trimmer, and that attaches to the. And I didn't do a very good job cutting that one, but I'm hand cutting it. So let's see if I can do better. And then I'll just take the best of the two. Oh, that one's better. Okay. Yay. Okay, so this piece I did just put up there. It's a little bit long, so you're going to snip that off. And this, we're getting to the bats, but this goes on the inside. So I'm going to open it up all the way. I don't want to open it up while it's flat because my little pull tab will bend, so I need to pick it up to open it. This goes on the inside, and then I did put this bat that hangs, he goes on the inside. And he hangs. There you go. He's so cute. Okay, now I keep moving over here because I don't have enough foam tape near me. I should just have grabbed a big hunk. But now when you're putting your bats on, do them, so don't put tape behind where they're not attaching. So if I'm attaching him here, I don't want to put tape behind this wing. But I can, and actually, let's see, yeah, that's on the panel, so I can put tape behind this wing. I wasn't sure about doing a Halloween class, because I didn't know if everybody does Halloween, but now that's, you know, I've got interest, I might next year throw a Halloween one in there. So I just wasn't sure. But Impression Obsession has such cute Halloween stamps that you can't even go wrong. All right, so we have our bats. So, and we can put this guy anywhere we want it, but you just don't want any tape hanging out. So, and I could have put this guy more so his wing was, but I'm not going to fuss with him. I'm good. And then also in your kit, you have googly eyes. Now, I only did put the googly eyes on the, let's see if I can get my crystal lacquer working because that sticks fastest. I only put my googly eyes on the outside bats. Oh, I just stabbed myself with my pin. I think I'm up to date on my tetanus shot because that pin for sure is not clean. Okay, hang on. I like my crystal lacquer when I need to attach things because it's very
It's precise, isn't it? And
well, it's precise and it dries quick.
yeah, I like that too.
And it's like it's more dense. So, but I don't like that my crystal lacquer gets stuck. And I know you can like turn it over and put it on a wet paper towel and all that. And
Yeah.
I just don't. So, okay. So let's see if I can. You do have 6 googly eyes in here, although a couple people in class only had 5. So one of your bats, if you want to use them all, might be a cyclops, or you could make a cyclops. But I only recommend putting 4. Because I wouldn't put them on the inside just because they're so big. Sorry, Bernice. She said I'm a bad influence on her checkbook. All right, so that is our triple tier slider. Let's get that's our slider card. Let's get our triple tier slider out here. And then we'll have both of them. So yes, if you want the kit, go ahead and, you know, even if you're way past the 12th or 13th or 14th person, that's okay because somebody may decide they don't want it. But I will contact you, we'll figure out payment, and I'll, you know, if you want to get the stencil and stuff, just let me know. So watch for an email from me. Long story short. Anyways, thanks guys. Have a great night. and we will see you next weekend. Or next week.
That was spooky night.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh gosh.
Did you hit stop streaming? Oh, stop streaming.